On Italy's Adriatic coast, archaeologists just uncovered something that hasn't been seen before. Not in this way. A 2,500-year-old tomb built for a warrior prince, buried with his chariot, his weapons, and a set of sealed bronze vessels that may still hold the remains of his own funeral feast. This isn't just another grave. It's the first time researchers have found an entire aristocratic family circle, belonging to one of Italy's most mysterious lost civilizations. Let's step into the tomb. The site sits near the town of Sirolo, at the foot of Monte Conero, on Italy's central Adriatic coast. It was announced on July 1, 2026, by the Superintendency of Archaeology for the provinces of Ancona, Pesaro, and Urbino. Archaeologists had already found a rich warrior's tomb here back in 2020, but they didn't know, not yet, that it was only one piece of something much bigger. Now, they've found the rest of it. An entire monumental burial circle built around a single central grave. At the heart of that circle lay the prince himself, buried sometime in the second half of the 6th century BC with a two-wheeled chariot known as a cuirass, placed intact inside his grave. Beside him, a bronze helmet, an axe, a spear, a long sword, and a dagger. Chariots like this weren't for travel, not in death. They were reserved for the richest, most powerful members of Piceni society, a clear, unmistakable marker of rank. But it's what else was buried with him that really stopped researchers in their tracks. Several large bronze vessels, sealed with ceramic lids, untouched, for 2,500 years. Inside, organic remains, animal bone, fragments of pottery. Traces, most likely, of a funeral banquet held in his honor, or food offerings meant to carry him into the afterlife. It's a rare, intimate glimpse into how the Piceni elite said goodbye to their own. Then there's the structure itself. Every other major Piceni burial circle ever found was ringed by a deep, V-shaped ditch, symbolically separating the dead from the living. This one wasn't. Instead, archaeologists found a circular wooden palisade, identified through a careful, regular pattern of post holes, each one containing small ritual deposits of broken pottery. It's an architectural style, researchers say, never documented in this region before. Right next to the prince's tomb, archaeologists found another burial. A woman laid to rest with her own set of grave goods, marking her as someone of high status too. It echoes an earlier discovery nearby, the so-called Queen's Tomb of Sirolo Numana, where a Piceni noblewoman was buried with over 1,700 objects and 2 chariots of her own. Power, it seems, wasn't reserved for men alone in this society. So who exactly were the Piceni? They controlled the central Adriatic coast of Italy for centuries, trading amber, bronze, and imported Greek pottery with civilizations across the Mediterranean. But they left almost no written records behind. Everything we know from the ground, from tombs just like this one. And that makes every new discovery not just an artifact, but a fragment of a language we're still learning to read. For archaeologist Stefano Finocchi, who led the excavation, this changes everything about how we understand Piceni society. For the first time, he says, we're not looking at a single, isolated tomb. We're looking at an entire aristocratic family, with hierarchies, relationships, and status, all laid out in the ground around one chariot burial. It's a rare window into how power itself was built, displayed, and passed down, in a civilization that left almost nothing else behind. If you enjoyed uncovering this mystery with us, hit subscribe and join us for the next hidden story from history, waiting to be dug up.